England have spent the last 8 years knocking on the door. The problem, nobody remembers who knocks. They remember who wins. And England still haven't won a major trophy since 1966. A World Cup semi-final in 2018. Back-to-back European Championship finals. For most nations that would be considered a golden era. For England, it somehow still feels incomplete. Because despite all the talent, despite all the expectations, the trophy cabinet remains unchanged. One major trophy. That's it. Now Thomas Tuchel takes charge. And with the 2026 World Cup finally here, the pressure couldn't be higher. The German coach isn't just expected to compete, he's expected to finish the job. When England announced their 26-man squad, the reaction was immediate. The moment the squad dropped, social media melted down. Where's Phil Foden? Where's Cole Palmer? Why leave out familiar names like Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw? But Tuchel appears to be building something different. This squad isn't based on reputation. It's based on versatility. Players who can fill multiple roles. Players who can adapt on the fly. Players who can survive the heat, humidity, and relentless schedule of a summer World Cup. Take Jed Spence, primarily a right back but can cover on the left when needed. Dan Burn can play centrally or out wide. Jarell Quansah offers a young, athletic option at center back. They're not necessarily the biggest names. They're simply useful tournament players. And tournament football often rewards practicality more than popularity. Depth. Lots of it. Declan Rice has once again carried a huge workload throughout the season. If fatigue or injury becomes an issue, England have genuine alternatives. Elliot Anderson, Kobbie Mainoo, Adam Wharton. Different profiles, different strengths, different solutions. Tuchel understands something many managers learn too late. Winning a World Cup isn't about finding the best starting 11. It's about surviving 7 matches. That requires rotation. It requires flexibility. And England might finally have both. My predicted starting 11 looks like this. Jordan Pickford in goal. Miles Lewis-Skelly at left back. Reece James at right back. Mark Guéhi and John Stones in central defense. Declan Rice and Elliot Anderson in midfield. Jude Bellingham operating behind the striker. Anthony Gordon from the left. Bukayo Saka from the right. Harry Kane leading the line. It's a balanced side. Physical enough. Technical enough. And perhaps most importantly, fast enough. Because one of England's biggest problems in recent tournaments has been predictability. Too much possession. Not enough penetration. Too many players wanting the ball to feet. Not enough players attacking space. That's why Gordon and Madueke could be massive. They bring pace. They bring directness. They bring chaos. Sometimes you don't need another clever pass. Sometimes you just need someone willing to run straight through a defense. And keep an eye on Lewis-Skelly. He may be one of the most important tactical pieces in Tuchel's system. When England build possession, he can drift into midfield and create an extra passing option. That allows England to overload central areas while keeping their attacking shape intact. It's a small tactical detail, but small tactical details often decide major tournaments. Another reason England could be dangerous: set pieces. Rice, Saka, Bellingham, James, Kane. England have no shortage of players capable of delivering quality dead balls. And modern tournament football is often decided by moments. One corner, one free kick, 1 second ball, one mistake. That's all it takes. England know this better than most. And if Tuchel can build a system similar to Arsenal's devastating set-piece routines, it could become one of England's most reliable sources of goals. In tight knockout matches, that could be priceless. Harry Kane remains the headline act, and rightly so, one of the most complete forwards in world football. But this attack is no longer completely dependent on him. Ollie Watkins gives England something different. His movement stretches defensive lines. His pace creates problems. His finishing remains clinical. Then there's Ivan Toney. Say what you want about the Saudi Pro League. His penalty box instincts remain elite. Physical, aggressive, excellent in the air. A striker who thrives when matches become messy. 3 different strikers. 3 different solutions. Exactly what tournament football demands. Not the attack. Not the midfield. The defense. More specifically, centre-back. John Stones remains one of England's most important players. But injuries have disrupted much of his recent football. If he's not fully fit, England's defensive structure becomes far more vulnerable. Ezri Konsa is an excellent alternative. But against physically dominant opponents, England could still face problems defending aerial balls and second phases. And then there's the issue that has haunted England for decades: fatigue. The Premier League remains one of the most demanding leagues in the world. Every summer tournament seems to arrive just as many English players are running on fumes. That's why squad depth may prove just as important as tactical brilliance. England cannot afford a slow start. Not this time, because their opening match comes against Croatia, a team packed with experience, a team that understands tournament football better than almost anyone. Croatia Croatia don't panic, they don't rush, and they rarely beat themselves. A poor result in the opening game could immediately increase the pressure. And pressure is something England know all too well. This England squad has talent, lots of talent, but talent alone has never been England's problem. The challenge is turning talent into trophies, turning potential into silverware, turning belief into reality. Southgate built the platform. Now Tuchel has to build the winner. The talent is there, the depth is there, the tactical flexibility is there. The question is simple. Can England finally finish what they've been chasing since 1966? Or will another golden generation become another chapter in football's longest-running story? Because England have spent decades knocking on the door. Now they have another chance to kick it down. So what do you think? Can England finally bring football home? Will Tuchel succeed where so many others have failed? Or are we about to witness another summer of what could have been? Let me know in the comments.